Hey, Decide Your Destiny crew, Kyle Spreedy's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to play the 80 minutes at nil all. Wait, what? What is he saying here? When we used to play rugby years and years ago at school, and we used to come against some tough oppositions, and maybe at half time or 20 minutes in, or as we went along, and scores, we were ahead a little bit. And the scores were ebbing and flowing. So we would be ahead, and they would be ahead, and it'd be quite a competitive match. And the message that would get repeated would be nil all, nil all. And no matter how many tries we scored, as we overpassed them, as our scoreboard went higher and theirs stayed where it was, we would keep telling ourselves 0-0. We're playing the second half like 0-0. And the point of that is that we're going to give our all. We're going to play like we have to get over the line, no matter what. Every play we have to get over the line, and every play we have to defend our line. And it doesn't matter how much the scoreboard, is ticking over. It doesn't matter what our fans are saying. We're going to play 0-0, and that's a really important philosophy taken into life, because as you succeed, as you get better at something, it's so easy to rest on your laurels. It's so easy to just go, well, look at my resume, I've done quite a bit now. I can probably kick back and relax and grab a drink and watch the sunsets. But you are like, your potential is so much greater. Your potential is uncapped. You can achieve so many more things, and you're here to achieve. So why not go for it all? Why not really push yourself and see what your capacity is? Because a lot of us don't see that capacity. We might see our younger years, or you might get people around the barbecue with big bellies, and say, when I was playing, I used to be in this position and I used to be this good. And that always horrified me, like setting in your twilight years, in your 40s or even 30s. I think you should get rid of the idea of twilight years and keep going all the way through, and keep trying to give value and achieve and become a greater version of yourself. And that 0-0, 0-0 attitude is what gets you there. Because it's not that you don't congratulate yourself after the game. Of course you congratulate yourself, and you look back and you reflect and you observe and you see what you did well and what you could have improved on. And yeah, you go wild, you go crazy, you have a great time, cheering yourself on after the game. But while you're playing, while you're in the game, while you're in life, while you're in the project, while you're working and trying to achieve something by a certain deadline, remember 0-0. You can celebrate some of the small wins, but just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you're going along. Another great thing that I've heard from, amazing entrepreneurs and business owners is to stay broke. So, this is pretty much the same sort of thing, but they work at staying broke whilst they're achieving their goals and trying to amass more wealth for their family, for their empire. But they use the term staying broke. So making sure that they have the feeling, or maybe have an account or something like that where it's just zero, and you're just playing that 0-0 game again. You're making, like, each new day is a new start. Each new attempt is a new attempt. I'm not going to go into this meeting and go, look, I've won so much business, so this should be a breeze. Because as soon as you start doing that, then you start the downward spiral. So whether it's 0-0 or that staying broke mentality, and obviously you got to be kind to yourself, and you got to celebrate the wins and be proud of what you've achieved, and take from that positivity, because that positivity can also motivate you. That positivity can also push you forward. But just be very careful with falling into the cushions of accolades. Avoid the cushions of accolades at all costs, because you won't end up very happy. I've seen this with many people's lives, and I've felt this in my own life. So just make sure that you keep achieving, you keep the scorecard at 0-0 until the game's finished. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Drop me a comment if this philosophy reminds you of maybe another philosophy, and some of your thoughts about it. share it around, give me a like, let me know what you think. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.